Alright, welcome to the Brighton 50/50 Run-Through Trails course preview. This is a brand new event for us. We've never done this event before, and it's also a foray into a new distance, the 50 miler that Run-Through Trails has never done before. Forming part of our summit series, this race starts and finishes down at the Black Rock event site, just down the path from the pier in Brighton, such an iconic location, and takes in some epic trails on the South Coast path as well as the South Downs Way. We've got three different distances, a 23 kilometre, 50 kilometre, and for the first time ever in one of our UK events, a 50 mile. As always, I want to use this course preview to share a little bit of information with you before race day so you can get nice and prepared. We're going to do a quick flyover of each route, talk through the aid station locations and a few unique features of each of the courses. So we're going to start out with the flagship distance at this event, the 50 mile race. This is an incredible course that takes in a lot of the classic trails in the area and lots of different types of scenery. You'll be weaving through the stunning South Downs on some amazing trails, out to Beachy Head and returning along the breathtaking coastline of the South Coast path. The views are honestly absolutely breathtaking. It's an incredible route. So as with all the races, you'll be starting and finishing at the Black Rock event site on Madeira Drive in Brighton. After exiting the seafront and heading along a short distance on road, you'll pass two aid stations along the South Downs Way. Aid Station 1 is located at about 13 kilometres into the race. And then aid station 2 at Alfriston is another 13 kilometres in. A further 13 kilometres into the race, you'll reach the third aid station at Eastbourne. This is where the South Downs Way ends and rejoins into the South Coast path. This is where you start to get some of those incredible views out over the cliffs and onto the ocean. It's truly spectacular. Another 14 kilometres later, you'll come through the fourth aid station at Cuckmere. By the time you reach the South Coast path, just beyond Eastbourne, most of the climbing is done. Although it's a little bit deceptive, you've still got some quite rolling hills along that South Coast path. You come around one inlet, down through Seaford and wrap around back to Newhaven. Around Newhaven you'll hit aid station 5, which is 66 kilometres into this roughly 80k race, 50 miles. After the Newhaven Fort aid station, there's no more aid left on course. It's one long slog all the way back through Peacehaven and Rottingdean, all the way back along the Undercliff Walks into the Black Rock event site in Brighton. It's about 12 kilometres from Newhaven Fort all the way back to the finish. That gives a total distance of just over 78 kilometres with about 1700 metres of climbing. Next it's the 50k route. Much the same as the 50 mile route, the 50k runners will start by heading along Madeira Drive up through Rottingdean and into the first aid station at about 10k into the route. After that you're also going to hit the Alfriston aid station, which will be aid station 2. This is about 24k in. From there, you're going to wrap back southwest and head back down towards the coast at Newhaven, where you're going to come through your final aid station 3 at Newhaven Fort, which is 35 kilometres into the race, before rejoining the coastal path and heading back along that nice flatter section into the Undercliff Walks, back to Rottingdean and all the way back to Madeira Drive, where your journey started, to the Black Rock event site and that finish line that you've earned. Last but certainly not least, we've got our shortest distance, the 23 kilometre. 23k race has about 450 metres of elevation. Also starts and finishes down at the Black Rock event site on Madeira Drive, but only has one aid station. Up in the same way as the 50 mile and 50k routes, through the first aid station, located approximately 13 kilometres into the route. Comes slightly along the South Downs Way for a short period of about 5 kilometres before dropping back down towards Saltdean, into Rottingdean, back onto the coast and onto that same final kind of flat, fast runnable stretch that the 50 mile and the 50k also finish on, all the way back down to the Black Rock event site. This is a much more accessible distance for a lot of you over the 50k and the 50 mile race, but still gives a really nice taste of the region, and you still get some of those incredible views both off the South Downs Way and down off that coastal path before heading back into the iconic city of Brighton. Alright, so that just about wraps it up for the three different distances that we're going to be taking on at the Brighton 50/50. If you've signed up to take part, we cannot wait to see you there. I hope the training's going well, hope you're feeling nice and fresh, plenty of time left to get prepped. If you're not signed up yet, head straight on over to runthroughtrails.com, check out the Brighton 50/50 as well as all of our other Discover, Summit and Global Series trail events. We've got loads going on, amazing events, amazing team of people and an incredible community. Please come along and run inspired. We'll see you there on race day.